So basic tools. This video is designed to give you an idea of the basic tools you will need to perform the job as an installer at Heaton Construction. The amount of tools that we are required to install appliances, they're not a vast amount of tools. Basically, one or two small tool bags can suit all of your own personal tools. But your personal tools are your personal tools. They are your responsibility. But again, we're going to go through just the basics of what you would need to have as an installer. So we'll start with a screwdriver set, a standard and a flathead, or standard flathead and a Phillips. And also I recommend a stubby flathead and Phillips. A lot of the guys like to use the little universal screwdrivers that have the different tips in them that are easy to flip over, and those are great as well. Also, pictured all the way on the right is a universal nut driver. You can carry around a nut driver set, but a universal works very well. It has all the different sizes already inside of the handle. It's just very convenient. So our next slide is wrenches. A basic set of wrenches, a crescent wrench set. Here you see a 6-inch, an 8-inch, and a 12-inch. These are the ones from my personal tool bag. These are the wrenches I use when I'm installing. And on the left, a small pipe wrench. You'll need a small pipe wrench. It comes in handy often. For pliers, a good set of channel locks. I have the small, the medium, the large shown all the way on the right. Of course, that small set fits easily in the palm of my hand. It's a very useful pair of channel locks. When I'm installing, I use that pair every day, almost every job. Also, there's a pair of linesman's pliers next to them. Those are also very handy for making small connections and wiring and things. And then a pair of standard pliers. Brands, what brand you choose is not super important, but when it does come to tools, basically it's like most things. You get what you pay for, and good tools will pay you back. They help you to work efficiently. So here we have some hammers and pry bars, flat face hammer, no waffle irons. We don't want anything that could damage finished surfaces. Also a trim bar. The one shown has a cat's paw on one end and a small trim bar on the other. You don't have to have this exact type, but you do want to have a small pry bar for removing small pieces of trim that you'll have to do sometimes. And a flat bar. A flat bar comes in handy and it fits in tight spaces. For pipe cutting, the upper left-hand corner we see a tubing cutter. These are great for cutting copper. You can cut copper with many different things. Some guys use a hacksaw, a reciprocating saw, but these tend to leave the pipe rough. Sometimes they'll mangle it a little bit, and when you're trying to put a valve on, if the pipe isn't nice and clean, it won't seal properly. So I recommend a tubing cutter, and a ratcheting pipe cutter is what we see in the bottom. This cuts PVC, PEX, ABS, a variety of different things. It will cut fairly easy with one-hand use. So here we have a cordless drill and an oscillating tool and bits. So on the bottom right we see our oscillating tool. This is a battery operated one. The plug-in ones are probably a little more cost-effective than the battery-operated ones, and they work great, but the new battery-operated ones are also really good, solid tools. With an oscillating tool, you can cut just about anything you encounter, whether it be wood, whether it be masonry, whether it be metal, whether it be like laminate. You just need to have the right blades, and the blades are small and easy to carry with you. The blades are also quite expensive. I found personally I order mine on Amazon where I get the best deal. A cordless drill, you need a cordless drill. You can choose, some guys have impact drivers, but that's up to you. But at a minimum, a cordless drill is something you need to have. And we see some bit sets right beside the drill. We see a paddle bit. Those come in handy. Up top on the far right is a small 1/4-inch drive socket set. You will need that. It comes in useful in many applications, as well as bits for your cordless drill, standard drill bits, and also a small hole saw kit. These are all useful when installing things like dishwashers and over-the-range microwaves. You will use them regularly throughout your day. A tape measure, torpedo level, putty knife. Everybody should have these in their tool bag. So here we have some voltage meters. We have a voltage detector, very useful when you're working in appliances around electricity. You should have a voltage detector handy all the time, whether it's in your pocket. These are only about the size of a marker. They'll clip to your shirt pocket. They simply allow you to sense voltage. Is voltage present or not? Really for safety, before you touch wires, you should check for the presence of voltage. Just to confirm that the breaker was marked correctly. Say you turned off the breaker marked dishwasher, but you should check it before you touch it. The second one is a voltmeter. This allows you to check a little more thoroughly into how much electricity is present. You will have applications where that will be useful for you. Let's say you do fix a dishwasher. You turn the breaker back on. The power meter says, the voltage detector says there's power. It's beeping at you there's power. But the dishwasher won't come on, and we bring out our voltmeter and we find out, well, there's only 40 volts and there should be 120. Well, now we know there's a problem, an electrical problem issue. At first we might say, well, there's voltage here, it's a bad dishwasher. But once we use our voltmeter and we determine there is voltage, but it's not enough voltage, now we know the dishwasher may be okay, but it may be an electrical issue at the customer's home. And below that we see a set of wire strippers. Also, those are something you'll need. So your personal tools are your responsibility. You're expected to acquire them and maintain them. While you will have access to our accounts, they're not for people to go personal tool shopping. Accounts are to purchase supplies needed to get jobs completed. If you're on the job and you need something, whether that be some type of obscure drill bit or something that you don't have, we can't just say we're not doing the job today, because we have the account available. We need to go get the supplies. And whenever we have to do different jobs and maybe we need to purchase an extra hose or some sort of extra thing to get the job done, that's what the accounts are for. But they are not there for us to do our personal tool shopping on. We do have to purchase things like ladders, hand trucks. Some of your vans and vehicles will come with them, some will not have them. You purchase those on the accounts. It's fine when you initially get your vehicle. You are expected to take care of those items, and they stay with the van. They're not your personal item, and they would stay with that assigned vehicle. So this short video, again, is just designed to help you understand what your personal tools are, what the expectation is, and what you'll need for the job. And if you need a printout of this so you can see what you need, that can be arranged.